Now, briefly, we'll just take a look at the Catholic Church leaders' calls for schooling in Ambazonia against all of these insecurities that the Ambazonian government is fighting for. All right, so panelists criticizes high school fees in the Catholic schools amidst the ongoing war in Ambazonia. So this report says that during a recent radio debate program in Bamenda, a panelist argued that the call for school resumption by the Apostolic Nuncio to Cameroon, Monsignor Josie Avelino, and the Archbishop of Bamenda, Reverend Andrew Nkier, ring hollow due to the high fees charged by the Catholic schools. The panelists, who wished to remain anonymous for security reasons, pointed out that these schools built by offerings from the community have become inaccessible to the common man due to excessive fees. So the ongoing war in Ambazonia has significantly impacted households' income, making it difficult for many to afford the high fees. The panelists questioned why the Catholic Church does not demonstrate concern for the people by reducing fees in their institution. They emphasized that the church's call for effective school resumption and a conducive learning environment would be more genuine if they made their schools more accessible to all, not just to the privileged few. While the panelists urged the Catholic Church and other mission schools to reduce fees, ensuring equal access to education for all, regardless of the socioeconomic status. Only then, they argued, will their call for a return to school be truly meaningful? And so the panelist is also suggesting that it could just be that they are seeking for funds because of the no resumption and, of course, the national lockdown declared by the Ambazonian government, not because they genuinely care. After all, their school fees are high in Ambazonia. All right. Bryce Tambixia, would you want to say a thing or two in that particular report?
I'm sorry that I didn't watch the panelists discuss what they discussed. But I think if the summary of what you say is what they discussed, I'm sure the panelists missed so many things. The core of the resumption of schools, I think has nothing to do with school fees. As simple as that. Because talking about school fees paid by Catholic schools throughout Cameroon, or only on mission school, let me just deal with Catholic schools. The Apostolic Pronuncio, who is a Vatican ambassador that lives in Yaoundé, and Archbishop Andrew Nkier, who owns his own diocese called the Diocese of Bamenda, they have no influence over the school fees that are paid throughout Catholic schools in Cameroon in general. Andrew might have an influence over the Catholic schools in Bamenda, but he has no influence over Catholic schools, for example, in Boya Diocese. Neither does he have influence over Catholic schools in Kumba Diocese, in Kumbo Diocese, in Manfred Diocese. No. I've had the opportunity to say this last 2 days ago. Those different dioceses have different education secretaries that deal with their schools. Even in Bamenda, all the Catholic schools, especially secondary schools, they don't have a diocesan school fees. No. If you go to Sacred Heart, you might pay something different from someone who goes to Our Lady of Lourdes. And so there's no standard for that. That should not be our concern. Because Catholic schools, just like any other private schools, are private. You choose to go there if you want, and you pay the fee depending upon your choice. They are there, they should be encouraged to be there, to encourage competition. So you can send your child to where you go. To the best of my knowledge, until recently, I think it is still going on. Schools like Sacred Heart Mancon, they would not even have enough space for people. People are coming in and fighting to take space. Like in my own place, Cedar Wisdom in those days, there was not enough space. Why? Because they had proven that they were highly competitive. You pay for what you want. That should not be our problem. Their overall call for return to school should not be mixed up with the fees they will pay in going to school. Even they said today that if all children should go to school and all Catholic schools should be free. We, as this government, will still oppose them because our concern is not the fees to pay. Our concern is the security of the children. So it's not the question of fees. Otherwise, why are they not going to government schools, which are purely free, were supposed to be free? So the debate is not about how much you pay for the school. The debate, as far as education is concerned, is whether, given that environment where the bishops and the archbishops were talking, is the environment conducive for education, be it in Bamenda Diocese, Archdiocese, be it in Kumbo, be it in Kumba, be it in Mamfe or in Boya? The answer is no. Where you are paying 100,000 or 1 million, or you are paying 10,000 or 500, the security is not yet there. As simple as that. So again, the cardinal does not have the authority, financial authority, to sit in Yaoundé and say, I'm the Vatican ambassador. All Catholic schools will cost 50,000. You cannot do that. He doesn't have the authority. The Archbishop of Bamenda doesn't have the authority to sit in Bamenda and say, well, my archdiocese, which includes 5 dioceses, every school year they will pay 50,000. He doesn't have that capacity. He probably doesn't even have the capacity to fix the fees paid in Sacred Heart Mankom or the fees paid in A Lady of Lourdes. These are all in town. So coming to fees, that is what it should be. We should address the rare issues. The rare issue has not been the people not being able to pay school fees. The issue has been there is no security for the children. And I remember at the start of this in 2017, when the people was there, I remember, unless I'm making a mistake, the son of Atanganji was in Sacred Heart Mankom. And because of the insecurity, he came and withdrew his child from there. I ran away with the child to Yaoundé. It was not because of money, because Atanganji has money, but because of the security that was posed there. And again, still in 2017, I guess, or 2019, we saw the government organize a fake cleaning of schools. One of the schools that they went to clean, they bought Mokwata, Cutlass, to go and clear the campus of Sacred Mountain. That was a Catholic school, to pretend to show no mercy, which was not there. So again, the panelists, I'm sure, missed something. As far as the bishop's call and the lockdown is concerned, it is not about school fees. If the school fees, it is about the security of the children. It is about the total unfriendly environment, unfriendly environment to schooling. And so that's it. If you venture into other things like school fees, salary, it will take us nowhere.
Barrister Mbesia,
Over to you.
that's what the panelists were saying in that particular radio interview, that instead of them to consider, or better still, if they are considering the security of their students, they would not be calling for school resumption, but they are basically considering the gains of the high school fees rate they charge in the Catholic schools. And so they are calling for resumption, for school resumption in Ambazonia. I don't know if you get me now. So the panelists are saying that these Catholic schools are only interested in the funds that they make, not even in the insecurity, because if they care about insecurity, as it were, and all of the push out there for schools and students to be safe and teachers to be safe, they will not be calling for school resumption at this point. But rather, they are calling for school resumption because they are interested in the gains they make from their high rate of school fees. That's just the back and forth of the report.
I understand that argument very, very well, but I don't buy into it. I'll never give you a concrete example. In my earlier statement, I said what a school called Seed of Wheat and Fontaine, that's a Catholic school. It belongs to the Diocese of Manfe. It has been closed from day one, since 2017. It has been closed. They have tried to open the school, but there's so much insecurity and nobody is going there. The community of the BLM and friends have opted to pay fees for children who want to go there. The campaign is ongoing right now. We'll pay you fees. You don't pay anything. Even if you have no, if you don't pay anything to the bishop. We, the community, will prepare to sponsor you to go back to school. It is not yet succeeding. So the issue is not money. Why is it not succeeding? Because no parent is prepared to send his child there, even if you are sitting in the United States and say, okay, the fees is 500,000, I pay. The guy will say, no, now picking not a good day. Because 500,000 that you pay for the fees or whatever amount is not worth the life of the child. So let us emphasize what is important. I'm not very sure, but I believe personally, with evidence, the bulk of the Catholic schools in Cameroon generally, they are not they are non profit making. They are not making money to go do something. If you got some money there and access, they will put up a building in that school. They will do something there. They are not making like government school where people will steal money and go and build their private houses. So in general, missionary schools, be they Catholics, Presbyterian or Baptist, they are not they are non-profit making. They are investment for the community. And most religious schools, who cannot agree, most religious schools were a partnership between the community, the village community, and the missionaries. Whether it is Baptist, whether it is Presbyterian or Catholic, no. The missionaries came in, they said, want to put a school, the people gave the land. That was the end of contribution. They said they want to build houses, they went and cut the sticks if it was sticks. And so it was a community thing. They started, the school was starting from one. People would pick the stones or mold the blocks or go to Form 2. And if there was any profit there, you will find that the school would perhaps put a dispensary that will save the community. So mission schools in general are not like private lay schools where somebody wants to invest and get some money out of it. They pay the money. But to the best of my knowledge, I've not seen anywhere where any money has been collected from any Catholic institution in Cameroon, for example, and taken to the Vatican. Don't do it. Rather, you will find that, call it Sacred Heart, call it a Baptist, whatever. Those schools are opened by foreign missionaries. They brought money from abroad, contributed by Christians, and opened the schools. So if we even have money, we'll probably have another missionary school somewhere else in the world, which is not capable. So let's have this. Missionary schools are not money making. They are non-profit. They are non-profit. And again, especially with the Catholic schools, there's no Catholic bishop, there's no Catholic priest or archbishop or cardinal who has children of his own. They don't get married. So he's
Yeah.
not going to steal money to go and pay his church
To
fees.
his,
Yes, there's marvel. There could be something going wrong. If I have an uncle there, they might send my child there because I know him. But overall, their interest is not to make money. Again, there's no fixed standard. To conclude, for example, as we speak, there's a Catholic university in Boya where people are fighting to go there. There's another Catholic school, a Catholic university in Bamida, Katuk. Those two schools, they don't have the same fees. They're all Catholics. Depending upon what you want to go and do there, they tell you, you pay this. We'll employ the staff. We'll get computers. If you want to come, you pay. If you don't like it, why not go to University of Boya? If you don't like it, why not go to University of Bamenda? If you don't like it, like in Cameroon, go to University of Chang or anywhere else. So let us leave the financial aspect and deal with what is important. The bishops, again, importantly, the Cardinal Vatican ambassador could not and cannot tell you to reduce fees in Okoyom, in St. Beats, in Sacred Heart. He doesn't have that power to do that. So it's not the money which is part of it now. It's just security. That's our point. That the environment is not good, but we leave this to the children, to the parents. If you want to send your child to Sacred Heart or St. Beats or any other mission school, which is £1,000,000, I think it's safe. Go and do it. If you can afford the money, go and do it. That is what is meant by free enterprise. Choose what you want to do within your own means and do it. That's all about that.
all right.
That's my
Thank you so
stand.
much. Thank you so much, Barrister Mbasia.